Looking to grow your brand online, people keep telling you, hey, you need to increase your online presence. You need to get on social media. And your next question is, but how? What do I do? And just create a profile and start posting stuff? Is that really your best method? I get it. You just want to do something. But we've got to have a plan if we want to drive greater results. Hi, my name is Nick Bonitatibus, owner and founder of Digital Champions. And on today's episode of Home Care Digital, we're going to be talking about how to increase your online presence by leveraging and utilizing tools like social media. Right on the screen here, there's a graph that was shared recently from this guy named Neil Patel, who owns a marketing agency. He's an absolute legend in the digital marketing space and a true expert. He's got tons of experience, but it was awesome to see this data shared. So what you can see in this image is what social media platforms you should be focusing on. And you can bet I was pretty happy to see this because, well, you guessed it, YouTube is number one. When it comes to business to consumer marketing, YouTube is the best social platform for driving greater results and building your online presence. Number two is Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. And number three for B2B marketing is LinkedIn. In this case, for you, that is specifically talking with you, marketing to referral partners, referral sources. So what should you know about all three of these platforms? Or four, if you count Facebook and Instagram as two platforms, which they are, but they're owned by the same company. So number one, Meta, Facebook and Instagram. What do you need to know? When Facebook was first created, I always remember when it came out and I got my first Facebook account. What happened was I downloaded Facebook, got the access, and then I started sending a request. Well, I guess I sent a request to my brother, or somehow he saw that I was on the platform, which at the time he was in college. And I was in, I think, middle school or elementary school. And he comes to me and he says, "What are you doing on Facebook?" I was like, "What?" I don't remember my exact answer, but I just remembering him being a little peeved that I was on Facebook. People aren't saying that anymore. Now what do they say? I know you're thinking it. Oh, it's just for old people. But that's the most important thing to understand about these platforms. That's how they originated. But when Mark Zuckerberg created this platform, it was about connecting people in college, connecting with other people, so it made it easier to connect. That's what the fundamental aspect of social media was built on, this building relationships aspect. And so when we're thinking about our brand, trying to put this like super professional thing out into the world is not how social media is meant to be consumed. The best brands are just showcasing what they're doing. They're being creative. They're showing the real behind the scenes of the brand. So if you want to get greater results, you need to think of Facebook and Meta just like you would as a consumer, not as a business. What are people on Facebook looking to consume? Because you have to remember, you're not just competing against other businesses. You're competing against every single piece of media and content on Facebook and Instagram. That means funny cat videos, that means celebrity posts, that means big brands. So if we're just creating generic content, we're never going to be able to compete with that. We have to showcase our unique selves within our brand so that we can drive greater results on those platforms. When you think about marketing on platforms like Facebook and Instagram, think about documentation. Simply sharing content about things that are going on in your business. You are moving and doing so many different things. And so it's just a matter of sharing those things. So whether it's early on in your business and you're bringing on new caregivers, you're bringing on office staff, showcase these new employees that you're bringing on. When you're going out marketing, you're going to events, showcase those things. Take a photo of you at these events, going out in the community. Share clients' stories if you can. Sometimes, you can't always take photos of clients, but if you ask, you can. So it's just a matter of getting permission from either the client or the client's family so that you can then share a post of these clients, a caregiver working with a local veteran. That's what people want to see. That's what's going to create those connections. And then in regards to the algorithm, it's important to also understand that when it comes to what's going to help you to get seen by more people, is creating Instagram Reels and or Facebook Reels. The reason why this is so impactful is because what separates those types of content is that it's getting shown to more people. When you post to Facebook or Instagram as a regular post, it's only being seen by your followers. And so what this means is that the algorithm is focused more on just who's being seen, your followers. But when you post Reels on Facebook or Instagram, it's now being seen to the entire, you know, platform, which allows you and helps you to get seen by more people, therefore growing your brand. And that's why it's so important to create these Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels in that format. The second platform, LinkedIn. I am a huge fan of LinkedIn. I think it is so underutilized within the home care space, specifically with marketing to referral sources, because it's more about business. And hey, that's what we're here to do. The top CEOs, the top people that you want to market to, they're not on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. They're on LinkedIn because that's where the professionals are. And so, is everyone on LinkedIn? No. But the people that you want to connect with are. I promise you that. There are incredible and amazing people that are leveraging and utilizing LinkedIn. Getting connected with them, marketing to them is going to be huge for building your own LinkedIn presence. It's also the only platform where you actually know where people work. How many people can say that about Facebook or Instagram? You don't know the backstory, and a lot of times people don't have it on there. And so when you're looking to develop new accounts, referral partners, referral sources that have the highest potential to refer, you can now go to that company's page and see who works there and see what position they have to then target who you want to focus on. You can even go right to the top. I actually did this recently with a potential referral partner that serves the home care audience. I went on LinkedIn. I specifically went to the CEO, connected with her, sent her a message. Hey, we serve the same audience. I love what you guys do. I'd love to talk about how I can support your organization. What did she do? She replied to me and said, hey, here's my email. Send an email out and I'll introduce you to the right person. Boom. I now got a connection. Simple as that. Connection, talked about helping them, focused on their area and helping their business and making sure that I'm not some spammy that just says some generic content. It was made just for them. And I focused on what I can do for them, not what I can do for me. And then boom, next thing you know, we're making a meeting and talking. That is how easy and effective LinkedIn can be to create and target strategic partnerships and get those connections made. When it comes to LinkedIn, a big aspect of this is building your personal brand. There is a difference between a business brand and a personal brand. And LinkedIn, to get greater results, is going to be focused more on your personal brand. I see this often in the industry where someone will outsource their own personal LinkedIn and they're just posting this super generic home care content. Please stop doing that. If that's you, it's okay. At least you were doing something, but just stop paying for that service. Don't do it any longer. It is not serving you. It's not going to be beneficial. That's not what this platform is made to be, just generic and automated. People don't want to connect with that. They know it's not you. We need to showcase a real person, a real human, so that we can get greater results and actually build those relationships on these platforms like LinkedIn. One of the best things that you can do in leveraging LinkedIn is collaborating with other referral partners and then showcasing them in your posts. So whether you're out to coffee, boom, take a photo with that individual, give them a shout out. This is the quickest way to get in front of more people because now you're tagging that individual person to increase that reach. Now, when it comes to tagging, you don't want to just tag random people. That's known as excessive tagging. It can be spammy, and you don't want that. But if you're tagging people that you're actually connected with, people that you're having meetings with, you're going to be able to expand your reach. An example of this is I recently was speaking at an event called the Private Duty Conference hosted by Decision Health. And at the event, there was a bunch of really cool speakers that I'm connected with and that I know. And so prior to the event, I created an image with photos of every single one of the speakers and talked about how excited I am to be speaking. I shared my story about really wanting to be on the stage since I started my business. So again, it's this personalized story, and then tagged all the speakers that I'm excited to see that are also going to be there to encourage people to go to this event. And it ended up being one of my highest performing posts because now everyone that's speaking, they're commenting. People that know the speakers are like, oh my gosh, look at this lineup. This is going to be amazing. And so the more that you do those collaborative posts with other people in the industry, the greater reach you're going to have and get in front of new people and create new connections. Because what ended up happening is, based on comments in that post, I was now able to find new people and then connect with them because they're now also in the industry. So just from one post, I was also able to expand my network as well as expand my reach just from that individual post. Number 3 is YouTube. Ask yourself, how many people in the home care industry are leveraging and utilizing YouTube? Most people are like, don't go to my YouTube channel because you have one video maybe that was made years ago that's on there. But imagine how impactful it would be as a differentiator to actively promoting a YouTube channel with resources, building a library of educational content that helps people that are really struggling within the industry navigating home care. We know, you know it. If you've been in this industry long enough, you know that there is a huge lack of education within this industry. There's doctors that don't know the difference between home care and home health. We need to switch gears and focus on how we can better educate the world. This is my favorite thing. This is what lights me up every day. That's why I love to get to do what I do and helping my clients to spread more education. I don't care how many videos I make about fall prevention with my clients, because the more videos we make, the more people that we can prevent from falling in their home. That's what this is all about. Helping people in their tough times, when their loved one is struggling, when they don't know who to turn to and they don't have the resources and they don't know. You can be that resource. You can have a library, your own online streaming platform that is YouTube, that also increases your search engine optimization so that you can be found on Google, because Google owns YouTube. There's a reason in that stat I showed earlier that YouTube is number 1. It's also the best platform for conversions because when people are going to YouTube, they're looking to solve a problem. Whereas a lot of the other platforms, they're just finding something and then going on to the next post. Whereas YouTube, they're more likely to stay on, watch more of your content, and actually take action, which is what drives the results. That's what we really want. We want results, we want leads, we want conversions, we want sales, we want referrals. So if you want to learn more about how you can leverage all of these platforms, specifically YouTube, schedule a call today at thedigitalchamps.com/connect.